Hey kids, what's up? So I'm going to share with you a method that you can use 100% guaranteed to improve your chess this morning. So people have been telling me about this Woodpecker method for a long time. So let me give you a bit of background. So it started out as a book written by Axel Smith and Hans Tikkanen, which I guess is a Finnish name. So two kind of Scandinavians, and here's the thing, that they were, the idea is that you drill a set of problems, right? And you take a long time to do it the first time. They come in like sets of 250. I know I've mentioned this before, but just going over it. Sets of 250 positions, and you have to solve the positions, right? And you take as long as you take to do it the first time, and then you try and do it quicker, and you try and do it quicker, and you try and do it quicker. The same set over and over and over again. That's why it's called the Woodpecker. So you're literally banging your head against it until you get the prize, which in this case is hopefully more than a grub. And you do that until you can get to the point where you can do all 250 in one 24-hour period, right? And what you are doing is that you are burning certain patterns into your brain. You cannot remember those all 250 positions. You have to work it out, but it's almost like it's a hint of a memory, but it's not the full memory, okay? Now, so this came out as a book originally, and it was really a training method for getting to the next level or preparing for GM norms or serious competition, right? But it's really for expert level titled players. Now, I bought they do a version on Chessable, which I have purchased. Okay, and this is a really good idea because Chessable is very good for this. So, for example, let's dive into easy exercises and let's try and do an easy exercise. So you can see here that there are lots. 222. Easy. This is easy, okay? So, let's do problem number 2, right? Okay, so you bring it up and you have to solve this position. Now, here's the thing. And by the way, all of these positions have come from former world champions, former chess world champions. So this is Steinitz against Wilson, London 1862. Okay, so we're just going to try and solve this. Some of you may be able to see it instantly. I don't know. Does that work? And I don't think so. So what's the key here? We take rook's defended. We take this, attacking the bishop. If the bishop takes, we can push with a discovered check, and actually, isn't the king in the crossfire there? So I'm thinking takes there. Nope. And it's wrong. That is not the solution. It's got to involve this. So all we need to do is deliver check. Now, can we persuade this bishop to move? That king can't take, right? And checkmate. Okay, there you go. So that took me, what, 2 or 3 minutes to solve. And this is exercise number 2 in the easy set, right? So I have to go through 220 of these and to the point where I can get them. Now, make no mistake, if I do this, then I will boomf. That's going to be 100, 200 rating points. I'm absolutely guaranteed. But it's hard work. And the other thing is, if you are below, you know, the mid-intermediate level like me, like 1500 rapid, this is too tough. That's the bottom line. And what my channel is all about is helping the beginner and the improving player to get up to the intermediate level. So I don't recommend the Woodpecker method. Don't buy the book, don't buy the course. So what I've set out to do is to create my own version, right? And I'm calling it the Woody method, after a cartoon character from the 1980s, Woody Woodpecker. It's like a fun, cheap version of the Woodpecker method. So what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to show you exactly what I do to create my set. Now, I have got a bunch of Woody LIchess studies, okay? And these are all available. These are private, okay? So, and they're all available to people who signed up to Chess Bootcamp Live. This is a service that I'm offering to them, okay? Now, for example, you know, we've got responding to attacks, or we've got responding to attacks easy and medium, right? Sacrifices easy, medium, and hard. So what I'm trying to do is I'm going to try and build up 100 of each one. Okay, trapped piece, easy, medium, hard. Okay, undefending your own pieces, for example, and they're all there, and they're all on LIchess. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I do it. So if you don't want to sign up for Chess Bootcamp Live and use my set, you can make your own. So let's go. So I played a blitz game this morning. So here's the game, and it actually went really, really well. Let's whiz through the game first quickly, and I'll talk you through my perspective. Okay, in fact, we can do it with this because I've got the eval and the lines on, so we'll show that. We'll show the eval and the lines, and probably put it below the main one. Okay, so odd opening, the Van Croys opening, and my opponent's preparing to fianchetto his dark squared bishop. Okay, in fact, the engine already prefers black here. But how to respond? So obviously, I grab the center. Why not? He fianchettos. Black should play bishop d6 or knight d7 here as the best moves. I play knight c6. And now if he plays bishop b5 with a pin, then you see, so knight d7 could meet the bishop with c6 and kick the bishop, okay? Does he do that? He does do that. All right. And this is his theory. He'll know this, okay? So now I play bishop d6. Second best move. He takes, I recapture. Okay, now I'm pretty comfortable at this point, and already now it's swung back in black's favor. I quite like this pawn structure, and I definitely like the amount of control that I have over the center of the board here. This pawn defends, bishop controls all of these. I mean, this is like a porcupine. Okay, d3 is played. It's saying knight h6 was the best move here. I play knight f6. Puts his knight there and castle. So, you know, we're not into the tactics yet, and this is the point. Most chess games are, in fact, all chess games, probably decided by, you know, tactics in some way, but or it's tactics, you know, on top of tactics and within tactics. Okay, he pushes this, so I guess he's trying to stop my bishop from coming out to there, or even my knight from coming to there. Okay, so nothing special here. Rook e8, lining up with the king. g4 is pushed now, and look at this. He's really starting to make moves on the king side. The engine doesn't approve very much, and I'm feeling okay at this point. I play bishop e6, queen e2, queen e7. So this is what I spot, right? There's no way he's castling that way. No way he's going that way, right? So if he's going to get his king to safety, it's going to c1. Now, look where all his junk is, right? If his king goes here, this rook's going to be on the wrong side. The only piece that he's got on ABC is going to be this bishop, and it's in a fianchetto position. And I made a video recently about attacking that. Line up the queen and the bishop. You want to drop your bishop in there. You want to force that bishop off the board, right? Particularly, by the way, if he's castled, the king's going to be behind the bishop, because if he castles long, hits my knight, don't matter, right? You can't attack me with two pawns. Ain't going to happen. Okay, here comes another pawn. Oh, I'm so scared. Right, in goes the bishop, right? There's no time. I did think about pushing like a5, a4 already, but no, let's get the bishop in now. And he castles, right? Now a5. So in fact, what's the best move here? Let's go back a bit. Okay, rook a b8, he's saying. Then a5. And then f6. Wow. Okay, so it didn't really like this move. We've gone from 1.9 to 1.3. That's okay, right? It's saying white should take. White does not take. He castles. And that was a mistake. Because now a5 is the best move and I play it. Right. And f4 is played. Okay, so clearly there's a potential of trapping this bishop, but that square's not defended. So if he tries to do that, I can just capture. So I'm not worried about this. Okay, it's saying a4 is best here. Rook eb8 now. It's changed its mind about the rooks. But bishop takes b2 is now the best. It can't make up its mind, but yeah. Takey, and push. Okay. Again, we're not in the realm of tactics quite yet. Knight b... what? Knight b1. Knight b1 defends against a3 check. Because knight can take. That was interesting. Okay, now it's saying a should take b3. We do. He recaptures with the a pawn. Was that best? No, it's actually saying a4? Are you having a laugh? Is he having a laugh? Knight takes b3 was better. A takes b3 is the third best move, but to be honest, there aren't any really good ones because he's nearly -10 at this point. Okay, and the problem is obviously queen a3 check comes in. King comes to here. Was that best? King c3? Yes, because the only other legal move is king b1, and then that's mate. Okay. So the king now comes out here, and now it gets fun. Right. So it's saying queen c5 check is the best move here, but then the king's going to go back there, and then what happens? Oh, he's saying he can block with the knight, but then we take the knight. Huh. Okay. I give check with a pawn. ED, check. Knight takes. Right, and now it's saying I should play knight to b6 here. And I think I missed this because the point is knight to b6, knight to d5 comes with check, right? So what we've got is we've got a very long L, okay? So if this is the normal knight's move, right? This is a long L, which means that if you've got one here and one here, then you can actually attack that square in one jump. Point here is, if it's a very long L, you can attack in two jumps. Notice the knight and the king are on opposite colours. Knight's on a light square, king's on a dark square. 1, 2, L. Okay? And you could even extend the same thing to 1, 2, 3, for example, or 1, 2, 3 to there. Anyway, all fun and games. So knight b6 is the best move. I don't do it. I sack my bishop. I'm just trying to peel him open here. Not the best move. Okay, so, but what about this? Okay, knight here. That is actually check. It's not checkmate because the bishop's no longer looking at c4, but then I can move to, for example, there and win the queen, right, with the discovered check. Okay, so that's a tactic that I missed. Now, this is a general kind of attacking idea. So let's see how it would play out. Okay, so knight b6. Right, let's say he plays, okay, knight e4, it's saying is the best move. Let's do that. Knight to d5 check. But now the king retreats to d2. So you can't really force it. Now what I'm looking for is sequences that are, you know, the engine's recommendation and forcing, like a puzzle. Okay, so his queen comes to here, and that's just simply losing because of queen a5. Queen a5 is this, which would, I mean, king can take bishop there, or, okay, so I should give check. Queen a5, king b2, wow. Anyway, it's all going to be over very soon. Well, it should be. It's not actually in the game because I take quite a few more moves. In fact, it goes up over 70 moves in the end. I really failed to, but you know, it's a 5-minute blitz game, so you don't have a lot of time. Okay, he blocks with one knight. This is all he can do. The king has no legal moves. The queen guards these squares and the bishop guards this one, so he has to block with a knight. I decide not to trade off. I'm going to kick one of these knights away. Now, this guy can't move. So what I'm doing is I'm removing the one defender of this knight, but it actually has 3 defenders, the king being the last defender. The king can only ever be the last defender in a sequence. Okay, he now attacks my queen. I come in here with check. King goes to there. Best move, queen takes knight. Rook H1 is the best move. Oh, missed this one. Totally missed this one. Okay, so. And how long's that been hanging? Quite a while. So that came with check, right? And I still haven't seen it. Well, I've seen it now, right? Knight moves there. I could have just grabbed there, but it's actually saying c5 is the best move. Rook He1 is the best move here. That doesn't matter. Queen b4 check, yes, is what we get. King moves to there. And now we should grab the knight, yes. So actually, let's look at this. So what is this tactically? Okay, it's check, it's a forcing move. The king can't go there or there or there or there. It's a forcing move, we're going to force the king back there. It's actually a queen fork. So now I'm going to show you what I do. So my opponent is going to do this, and the best move is that, right, which is a queen fork. And it's an easy one. Okay, so what I do is I go to the move before my opponent plays. I come down here to the share icon, right? It's like 3 nodes connected with 2 bars. You go to PGN. You copy the fen, right? And now, excuse me, I go to Woody. Forks. Queen forks easy, right? Control click or command click to open it in a new one. And you can see here I've got 4 easy queen fork exercises. So I'm going to go easy 5. I'm going to go like that. And we are, I think, from the black position. Yeah, okay. So what is the move my opponent plays? Attacks the queen. Okay, so here's what we do. Now, by the way, this is set to interactive lesson. And this is the key thing. Okay, so they play this. And now I could, for example, I can write a hint. Okay, white attacks our queen. For example, I mean, pretty silly. But, and this, then you play the correct move. Great. We force the king to its only legal square on b2 and fork the knight, okay? But I'm checking. Also, I can stick stockfish on here. And king b2 is obviously forced now. So they have to do that. So you play the computer's best move. And then queen takes b5. Yeah, then that's the end of the problem. And we're up material, right? That's it. And that's done. So now there's here. And now, when you come along to this, as long as you are not logged into LIchess, right? I'll show you how it appears. Okay, so I'll go back to the start, go preview. Okay, it says white attacks our queen, right? And if we do something wrong like this, it says no. Now, I can undo that. Okay, and I'll play the correct move here again. And that's the comment for the correct move, but you can also here put in another comment for if they do anything wrong. That's not the way. Look for a queen fork, right? So now go preview again. Let's do this. That's not the way. Look for a queen fork. Retry. Okay. Now the queen comes here. Great. We force the king onto its only legal square on b2 and fork the knight there. And then bang. And that's done. Okay. Now, here's the point. Imagine, so if I grab the address for this thing, I've pasted it into now a private window in my browser. So this is what everyone else will see if they're not logged in as you and they look at that study. Okay. So here we have chapters 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And imagine there's 100 of these, 100 easy queen forks. Right. White has stumbled into a common opening error. What is it? Okay, well, I can see it. There we go. And also any highlights and stuff that you put on there will also show. So yeah, the knight can't block the check. This is the key thing. The knight's on a dark square, can't block on these dark squares. So there we go. And that's one. And there we grab the knight. Okay, solved. Next chapter. And these are easy ones. So anything wrong with castling here? Yes, I think it's this. And again, the same problem. The diagonal is light squared and this knight. And by the way, all of these examples have come, well, 99% of them are from my games, a couple are from other people's. Well spotted. And here we don't have to capture the knight. Next one. Why is this knight move a blunder? And I know we're looking for queen forks. This, okay? Yes, a fork with check. Bam, 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 win the bishop. Okay? And these are not quite like, you know, chess.com puzzles, which are aimed at your level. What we are doing is we are drilling at below your level, but trying to, so we're not trying to make you think too much with the woodpecker or the woody woodpecker method. What we're trying to do is we're trying to drill pattern recognition. Okay, here we go. I see this. Now I should get these, right? Because these are the easy ones. Okay. And then, oh, what's this one? Well, we've just seen it, haven't we? Queen here, bang, bang. And that, guys, is all you have to do. So I'll close that window down. You can see I've got my theme set differently on LIchess. I've got it looking more like chess.com. And there we go. You know, we can go to all kinds of things. So I've even got mate in 1, mate in 2 puzzles. Okay, so let's have a go at this one while we're here. Again, I'm just going to put it in a private window so we see it as the pedestrian user would see it. Okay, so we've got here 10 mate in 2 puzzles. Do you want to do 10 mate in 2 puzzles? Let's do it. Okay, now I have a check here, which forces the king here. Then if I, oh, hang on, rook here. No, because bishop takes. Right, this is meant to be easy. So check there. Bishop blocks, I take. That's not mate in 2, because king can go here. So it's not that. Here, king's got 2 squares. I can even take the pawn with check. Again, 2 squares though. Or is it the knight? Knight and then this, knight, no. Knight and then the queen goes here, the bishop can't stop it. Knight cuts off both squares around the king. That's actually a really nice little puzzle. And you see, here's the point. I wrote this bloody thing, right? This position came from one of my games not that long ago, and I can't remember what to do. So I have to figure it out. Okay. Now imagine training this every few days for a month, and until this stuff gets absolutely in your brain. Okay, so congratulate. Okay, completed the lesson. Good. Mate in 2, mate in 2, mate in 2. Right. Okay, we've got a bishop here, which means this pawn here is pinned. Therefore, I can do that, and then I can do that, and surely there's nothing they can do about it. Yep, taking advantage of the pinned pawn. Nice. And that's checkmate. Pawn guards that square. Good. Wow. We're actually up in material, I think, here is black. And we've got to be super careful, because there's an old back rank mate. All right, so I'm thinking, check here. Right, king can't go there, obvs. Can only go here, okay? So I go here, king goes here. That's mate. And we skewer the king. Nice. And this is not from a Steinitz game. It's not from a Capablanca game, right? It's not Alakine. You know, this is real intermediate level chess. There we go. Okay, number 4. Cash in number 4, please. Very common checkmating pattern presents itself. Look at the knight on the 5th rank and advanced g-pawn. Okay, crying out for mate in 2. Oh yeah, okay. So this is really good. This knight here, okay, is looking at both of these pawns. So it's queen here, king goes in the corner, queen there. Brilliant. There we go. Number 5. Strictly speaking, there's no mate in 2. It's not a forced mate in 2. There, rook's forced to take pretty much, and then this, but that's even 3 moves. So is it that? No. This. White's best move is bishop f1. Okay, so this is a fork. If they take... Okay, well, that was actually 3 moves. Oh, nice. I see it straight away. There you go. Check. Rook has to capture, and then doesn't matter, queen or rook. Okay, rook. Unfortunately, it can only let you do 1 correct move. But that's, I mean, that's just a great back rank. And again, real game. This is real stuff. This is brilliant. Right, what I would normally do is push the king along, king goes along, king goes along, king goes along, king goes along, until, you know, eventually white is forced to move into opposition and then your queen comes in, right? However, and I remember this now, because this blew me away, the king can't go here, but he does have 1 legal move, and then bang, that is mate in 2 blood. 2! Yeah? Just again, let's do it. We're stopping the king from going here, but he can still go here. Bang. Boom. Beautiful. Well, I can go there, can't I? And what? No, the bishop, right? Silly Hunty. Bad Hunty. Take the rook. Wow. And look, I got that one wrong. Right? But the second time, I will no fail. I will go up to the 6-fingered man and I'll say, hello. My name is Woody Woodpecker. And mate. Next chapter. Right, last one for the road. Okay, this is really interesting. I remember this game. This is from the other day. Now, very tempting to go bishop g3 here. Kind of ladder mating, but the king escapes. So you have to go queen g3, cutting off these squares. Yes? And then the king escapes, and then it's the rook that seals the deal. So there you go. So, do you remember how to do it? Okay, so let's go back to this. Back to the game. Okay, king goes there. Best move, queen takes b5. Yes, we've been there. We should trade. Hang on. Oh no, bishop takes h1. Okay, so, and here we should take that, because this, if they capture here, we can take back. So this is actually a simple capture. So I'll show you again. Click share. So notice I've gone back to where my opponent is about to make his move, right? Because the fen is a record of exactly what's on the board at this time, whose go it is, who can castle, who can't castle, if there's any en passants, stuff like that, right? And so I'm going to go chess Woody, captures, easy, right? And we've got 8 so far. So I'm going to go easy 9. We were black, paste in the pen, the fen, black. Okay. And opponent goes, bang. And the right answer is this, so we play that. and then we'll leave a nice comment. Excellent. It's a free exchange, you know? And if you can do specific wrong moves as well, right? So that's a specific wrong move. So here I'm going to put a comment. No, that's an equal trade. You can do better, right? So we go back and I'll just say what's hanging or what else is hanging. Yeah, and that's it. And there we go. And that's an exercise just added there to my repertoire. And then I add it to my list. Here I'm kind of editing my list as we go. I've got a load of endgame studies from Varetsky, and here's my list that all the Chess Bootcamp guys can go along to. So if you would like to have access to mine, I've just shown you exactly how you can build your own. You can build your own training program, you can share it with your friends, etc. Right? If you want access to mine, you can come along to Chess Bootcamp, right? You can join, and when you put your stuff in, if you put the coupon code 2023 in there, then you get your first month for $9 instead of $49. So try that, hammer the Woody Woodpecker stuff for a month if you like. If you don't like it, you can unsubscribe. But yeah, the code is 2023. Come along and do that. It'll make me very happy. And after that, we go to $49 a month. But for that, you get a 2-hour live session with me and a bunch of other players roughly around your level. You get a 2-hour session with James, 1900 rated rapid. 2-hour session with Craig, 2100 rated rapid, expert player. Then we have another 2-hour session as well every month where you get all the coaches get together and we do like a Q&A and a bot battle together. It's a load of fun, but you also get access to all of the training resources as well. So yeah, if you want to improve rapidly in 2023, that's what you have to do. Okay, thanks for watching everyone. I'll see you soon.